What's up, y'all? I'm DJ Premier, and I present to you So What's Up.
Okay, computer. Run it back.
So what's up?
We're going to take you back to Brooklyn. There's two parts to this. The first part appeared in 1994 in Spike Lee's movie Crooklyn. Spike wanted a theme song for the movie, and he assembled three of the greatest MCs to represent Brooklyn. It was a supergroup. The MCs were Buckshot of the legendary Black Moon, the legendary Special Eds, and also the legend and Juice Crew all-star Master Ace, all from Brooklyn. Master Ace from Brownsville, Buckshot from Bushwick, and Special Eds from Flatbush. They assembled a song produced by Q-Tip, who's from Queens, but man, Q-Tip is one of the greatest producers that I admire in this industry, and we're longtime friends. And he put together the proper soundtrack to make this song so memorable and so historic that moving into 1995, another movie was done by Spike called Clockers. With Clockers, Spike reached out to me and J. Rue the Damage at the time, who was very, very, very at a peak worldwide level of being recognized by everybody across the whole globe. And he asked for us to do a Crooklyn Dodgers Part 2 with different members. So he recruited Chub Rock, oh man, one of the most incredible lyricists of the entire hemisphere of hip hop, and also OC of DITC and from Organized Confusion fame. So one way or another, it's a win-win-win. He asked me to do a beat for it. We went to the screening, J. Rue and I. When we saw it, I already just thought emotion and seeing Onyx in the movie, and it was the first time I saw Mekhi Phifer play a leading role, which he did an incredible job. Delroy Lindo, Isaiah Washington, Harvey Keitel, John Turturro, so many people was in this movie, and rest in peace to Thomas Jefferson Byrd, who passed away. Very, very dope actor. You've seen him in a lot of films. Spike utilized him a lot, and it was just star-studded. And because we saw the film, I just thought about sadness and what really goes on in the neighborhood. It's very relatable, even if you play the song now in 2021. As the disc says, which again, salute to the floppy disk, because all these sounds and these historical records are done on floppy disk. This is where all the sounds are saved. At the time, it was called Crooklyn Dodgers 2. All right, now with that said, it wasn't called Return of the Crooklyn Dodgers yet. We never had a name. Spike said we're going to call it Return of the Crooklyn Dodgers so that it separates identifying the first one with Special Ed, Buckshot, and Master Ace versus OC, J. Rue, and Chub Rock. So Return of the Crooklyn Dodgers 95, that's what he called it. Another year later, just different members on the team. So I got the sample put in. The emotion was there just on my first go of looking for the proper sounds. And man, the first part that really grabbed me was the piano and the strings. And then there's a bell, like a triangle bell that goes ding, ding, ding.
Yeah.
And then that's where I loop it back to the top. Something about that bell, I said it's gotta bounce with my drums, and if it does, from the way that I manipulated it, this is gonna be a banger. And next thing you know, when that bell rang, you hear Chub Rock go, yes, I got to back up a little bit. I was on tour with him before with EPMD, DJ Quick, Father MC, and Gangstar. And I remember one day we were hanging out, and he doesn't have his glasses, and he's like squinting like this, and we're like, yo, what's wrong? You can't see. He said, man, I left my glasses. I want a Mr. Magoo tip. You know Mr. Magoo, when we were kids, that was one of our favorite cartoons to watch on Saturdays. So shout out to Mr. Magoo. But he said, yeah, Mr. Magoo tip. Hilarious. And he's very funny and witty anyway. And shout to Hitman Howie T, one of the greatest producers that I also study, Pioneer, that I'm a big, big, huge fan of. He's a big part of Special Ed's career, Chub Rock's career, UTFO's career, the Real Roxanne's career. Shout to Roxanne Shante, that's Marley Marl's artist, but there was the Real Roxanne that was part of the whole Full Force organization, and especially Howie T. So shout to her, and shout to Howie T again. I'll repeat it and repeat it. It's all good because I said so. Shout to Howie T. Boom. Moving back to the song. Once everything was contained on this disc, we had to go to the equipment and load it up to make sure it's ready to program, put it on the pads. So as we insert the disc, It went a little something like this.
We did it like that, and now we do it like this. We did it like that, and now we do it like this.
Yeah. Now clock, kids who got the cocaine. Don't tell me it's the little kids on Soul Train. The metaphor sent from my brain to my jaw. It comes from other places, not the tinted faces. Journalistic values are yellow, and then of course falters. You watch Channel Zero with that bitch Barbara Walters.
It was just so big of a thing, man, that I get goosebumps just thinking about how great that song is. And to this very day, Clockers was a great movie that was part of the history of Spike Lee's catalog of films, and I'm glad to be a part of it. We shot a video to it over in Brooklyn, over in Fort Greene. Everybody showed up. All the kids in the hood showed up. Everybody wore the white Clockers t-shirts with the red letters on it, and Spike always keeps the neighborhood a lot, man. Got to salute him and everything that he represents when it comes to film and music. And thank you for having us do this. Shout out to the Crooklyn Dodgers, both teams. Master Ace, Buckshot, Special Ed, Jay Rue the Damager, Chubb Rock, and OC. Shout out to DITC once again. Gotta salute the floppy disk.
Let's take a sec to think back, think back.
Brooklyn, traveling distance to party Brooklyn. Absent functions, not hardly Brooklyn. The name alone holds godly. You don't know, you better ask somebody.